Hello, welcome back to another multiplayer battle. Today we're fighting another orc player with another vampire count player. I'm currently playing as a vampire count, the Tokshen is playing as a dwarves. And right now, we need to go over our build. We're on the same map as before. I've got my zombies out in the front. We're looking back here at my grave guard. I have many of them, a lot of great weapons. I like that for armor piercing. I wanted to use my crypt horrors all together for a lot of armor piercing and damage. We're looking at more skeleton spearmen. And that is to only entangle any type of enemy that I have. We've got a black coach. We've got grudge throwers over here, fell bats for fodder and to intercept any type of flying unit. Let's keep on looking. I brought in a vampire, Vlad von Karstein too. And that is really what I have right now. I'll have my build down below. Tokshen, if we go look at what he brought, iron drakes that have trollhammer torpedoes. We're looking at more iron drakes. We're looking at a lot of fire. Wow. Not really our norm. A few spearmen behind him. Dwarf warriors who have great weapons. Dwarf warriors over here. And a organ gun firing in the very beginning, which could be quite handy. Our enemy brought in a lot of Varguys, which could potentially be a problem. We're looking at a lot of zombies right now. And a few regiments of renown. Karn race, we're looking at, wow, 2 corpse carts, really. That's a little bit crazy. Here's Helm and Gorst. We're looking at skeleton spearmen. Grave guard. Savage orcs are all over here. And, oh, that's a lot of Savage Orcs and Orc Biggins. All damage for the Orc player. 2 Giants again. Now we can begin. Just wanted to get an idea about what they had. And we'll go over parts of the battle. So we need to. Grudge Thrower is on its way to shoot over here. Now hitting a Goblin Rock Lobber. Trying to. There goes a bit of their crew. Oh, man. Pretty orky. Pretty orky. They're charging ahead right now. The Varguys are on their way. It's going to be a very quick battle, so I'll need to go over parts of it quickly. Tokshen's moving up. I'm moving up. I'm tilting a bit. I'm trying to make sure that I can counter the Orc player while Tokshen goes after the Vampire Count player. Warlords are coming on over to go fight the Varguys right now. And right now we're shooting at the Grave Guard who have great weapons. They're all lined up, and I remember pointing that out. I was like, hey, look at that. Beautiful. You don't want to do that. That's a good formation to get your guys killed. Yeah. Well, go back into the ground. Yeah, the Rock Lobber's trying to hit over here on Tokshen's formation, but they're only killing Longbeards, which are 650 in cost, and that's really not too much. My Fellbats are over here. Now, they're going to be able to beat me in an air fight. Tokshen's beginning to shoot at them. They're unarmored, which is why they're going to lose a lot. They have 10 armor total. Probably thick skin. I'm beginning to move in now. I'm rushing in. I'm trying to go after the Orc player. Let's go check it out right now. Flying creature on flying creature battle. It's happening. Warhammer Geographic. There they go. They're going to fight now. And while I'm able to distract for a very cheap cost, I can go over here and look at Grudge Throwers continuing to fire. I've got my beautiful favorite Claw of Nagash, which I love very much. Over here, I've got my Black Coach. We're running in right now. We're about to go fight some Savage Orcs in a moment. We're looking at more zombies trailing in. Pretty ugly looking. Pretty nasty looking, indeed. Farm Racer moving in. Not really a proper build to go fight one. Oh, hold on. I actually didn't know that. Trollhammer torpedoes are now going towards the Varguys. And again, I've got to slow it down or the battle will be over immediately. But check that out real quick. Hold on. That's really cool. Just coming in. Don't mind that. Where's it going? Is it going to hit one of them? I don't know. I don't know how many are missing, how many are hitting. But that is called teamwork. My Fellbats die for them. It gives them a moment to actually shoot back at them. I'm glad Tokshen did that. And that probably did a lot of damage to the Varguys. I mean, I couldn't beat them all on my own. That wouldn't work out. There might be some friendly fire. It doesn't even matter. They're minimal units. If you look at them, they're beginning to freak out. Critical binding damage sustained right now. We're just hitting them over and over. They'll begin to drop soon, and we have crossbows beginning to shoot them too. Or continuing. That's what I should say. Alright, over here's my fight now. If you look at it, we've got Savage Orcs now charging at zombies, doing their thing. It's a pretty big fight too. We've been playing with a higher gold count. It's been a lot more fun. He's my Black Coach, about to deliver a can of, you know. Here they come right now. They're all doing their part. Cryptoids are going to move in eventually. We're looking at more Savage Orcs. We're going to look at more catapults now attacking Grave Guard. who are not able to do anything. That formation was a bad formation. The grudge doors alone, which are cheap, were able to do so much damage to the Graveguard. You might have your wizard, but that won't get you very far. We're looking at flamethrowers who will currently hit zombies, and they have minimal armor too. They won't get far either. That is how the fight has been going. The Var guys are really getting shut up now. They're wounded heavily, even if they manage to take out the grudge doors. I mean, they've done their part. They've destroyed so many of the Graveguard that we might be okay. Anyway, out of that for now. Go check out the fight from above. Flamethrowers are over here. Organ gun's been doing a lot of damage. We're looking at 26. I'm kidding, not a lot. Never does a lot. I'm not a huge fan of it. Flamethrowers are really... I mean, he changed up his formation to meet them in battle, but to let his flamethrowers also fight, too. A Wind of Death. Not a lot of damage, though. Not at all. That should have been, like, a perfectly lined up spell, too. Okay, they're currently being healed. And that's why I have to pause when I can. I mean, things are going by so quickly right now. The bar guys are pretty much all dead. They probably forgot about them. But they're being shot up now. With how heavy the micromanagement is in the game, I don't blame people when they do forget things. I mean, it does happen. Here's my Claw of Nagash. Sure, it has a binding, but I like to use it for terror, and I wanted to use it to actually get rid of enemy archers who could shoot me up. I don't want that. And now I'm moving in, fighting at various locations. We're fighting a giant, too. Giants are not really my thing to kill, but I'm here for it. Here's a Goblin Big Boss fighting me again. I did debuff quite a few creatures with all my auras, and of course I've got that Master of Beguilement from Vlad von Karstein. Here's my Black Coach trying to get through, kill 26, and all the auras again are very helpful. And because I have all my Praetors here to fight, we'll easily crush Orc Biggins who are buffed up with here we go. Here we go! Or a Orc voice. You gotta do it, man. It's like when you're playing orcs on the tabletop, you gotta do a wah. 48 kills for the Iron Drakes. I mean, they're only killing zombies, but that's still very handy in destroying them quickly. A lot of friendly fire, though. Whew, look at him go. That's hot. It's hot, y'all. Konigstein warriors are falling apart. Yeah, that is happening. They couldn't really handle the micromanagement. They probably should have been a little bit more wary about bringing in things that they would have to micromanage. I was actually kind of getting my face kicked in, I think. They had so many freaking biggins attacking me, and I had a more generic force to fight them, but I think eventually I do kill quite a few of their archers. That's what I'm trying to do with my Claw. Having my Claw in closer range probably would have been better, but I'm using my Black Coach right now. I'm trying to micromanage all over, trying to kill all of that. I'm going to bring my Claw in here, hopefully eventually. But that Black Coach did a lot of damage. Is that friendly fire? Oh no. No wonder I lost so many. Okay, there's a bit of friendly fire going on. That does happen quite a bit. Tokshen likes to shoot me, and I like to shoot him. Happens a lot. Gotta watch out for that, too. Sternsmen are winning. We're breaking a few orcs. I mean, they can do a lot of damage to me, but as long as I'm able to hold, I will hold and do fine. Invocation of Nehek allows me to regenerate quickly. Very powerful spell. Very needed spell. My Praetors are still fighting. We're trying to take out a giant. We barely did any damage to him so far. But I'm able to destroy his army. I can keep his more important units all busy, then I can just kind of go after his entire army. Majority of his army have already died or fled. Grimgore is fleeing too. He's only gotten 12 kills, which is really terrible. You don't want your Grimgore to only get 12 kills. I'm fighting some Graveguard too, but we're beating them despite friendly fire. My Black Coach is moving in too. Let's go check it out real quick before the battle's all over. The Vampire Count player is over here, bringing in a corpse cart. Way too many zombies, not enough firepower. Undead power, not enough at all. He completely forgot about these over here. Those were forgotten about. Let's go look now. Got a lot more to cover. Graveguard over here. We're looking at more Black Orcs again. Orc Arab boys. We're looking at my own units destroying them completely. I mean, they have no way to win now. They lost the majority of their leaders, and when you're at that point, you're in big trouble. If we look at the kills real quick, we do outnumber them. They did outnumber us initially. Tokshen did not lose a lot. He fought for a bit, but they didn't really present a very strong melee front to fight him, or even ranged front. I don't think they had a capability to beat us here. They would need to beat us in a mobile aspect via Vargeist and Cav, but they did neither. Trying to fight me in like a pitch fight like they're doing now is just not a good idea. Here's my Claw of Nagash, 40 kills. In the future, I'll try to keep it more towards my men, but I like to use it to freak out my enemies. I did use a Doom and Darkness upgraded spell, which means their leadership is plummeting right now, completely gone. They're going to begin routing right now. I love Doom and Darkness a lot. It's a great way to get a big hit to a unit. That way you can make them flee. The Giants are falling apart. They can't get very far. There's a Giant over here too. The Grave Guard are doing their part. We have largely won the battle. The battle is over now. They're all fleeing. The Vampire Count player eradicated. He was probably like, oh crap, I forgot about my Boar Biggins, but they're all about to break now. I did way too much damage. My Critors are charging in. They're great to use on a giant spiky ball of doom. They buffed that giant. And they probably left the battle at that point. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not too sure. Okay, let's go look at it real quick. My Grave Guard got quite a few kills. My Critors did alright. Black Coach did incredibly well. 79 kills, that's quite a few. And if you could look at my Claw Nagash, very good. Vampire got a lot of kills. My White King, not as many. Fighting a giant, probably. Vlad, all healed up. Love it. Tokshen got a lot of kills, too. Gretchers were incredibly good. Organ Gun actually did a little bit of damage. We got some Iron Drakes who did quite a bit of damage at some low-value targets, but they took them out quickly. Okay, Orc player, you got a lot of kills with your Rock Lobber. That's about it. And a lot of kills killing my cheap units, but they're only cheap, and that's really not a big deal. I did lose a majority of my army, though, but a lot of them were very cheap. My zombies, my fell bats, and my spearmen. I mean, that's a lot of soldiers gone, right? It makes my numbers look a little bit padded, but if you look at my high value stuff, I didn't actually lose a lot. That's the whole point, to make them last the entire battle. That way I can kill you the entire battle. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like down below, and as always, until then.